second and third film are still built on the foundation laid by the previous writer and director. Most notably, Anna and Christian still behave like their film versions instead of their book versions. Now, I can't speak definitively as to why, but I have an educated guess, and it comes down to studio interference and the nature of the new hires. The first film had performed incredibly well at the box office, but there's still the limited shelf life for these kinds of cultural phenomena, and even by 2015, it was obvious that 50 Shades' moment of cultural relevance had peaked and was now on the downslope. This is why Universal opted to film the two movies back-to-back on a reduced budget per film. James Foley's hiring wasn't official until November 2015, but the film scheduled to go to camera in February 2016. With such an extremely limited time frame and an already successful film, there was probably a mandate from Universal that boiled down to no more big changes. The other thing that's significant is that Neil Leonard and James Foley both the television director. He's used to coming into a situation with limited personal pre-production, where he's directing episodes 6, 8, and 13 of a series that's been running for 2 seasons already, where production designers and the camera department essentially work independent of him. You know, he shows up on set and costume department comes to him and is like, okay, here's the stuff that this character wears, which one do you want for this scene? Television directors and writers tend to put a lot of power into the hands of actors because the actors are the constant in the scenario. So with a probable mandate from Universal to just get things done, stay on schedule, and not rock the boat, I would assume that Foley in turn would basically defer to Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dornan on set whenever it came to questions about how their characters would behave, their phrasing, tone of voice, reactions, and general nature of play. The closest equivalent shot in Darker is when Anna watches Christian work out. It may feel slight, the difference between a shot that says, this man is coming to you, and one that says, look at this dude getting buff, but it's an aesthetic sensibility that pervades the visual language of the film. So let's start talking about that adaptation. 50 Shades Darker is a nightmare of a book to try and adapt. As the second half of a huge directionless serial fanfiction, it, more than any other part of the series, suffers from all the maladies that serial fiction tends to attract. The overall plot is unfocused and spread sparsely throughout the book. The vast majority of the page count is dedicated to repetitive arguments and squabbles that neither advance the plot or develop the characters, and the nearest thing to a central plot resolves a little more than halfway through the book, with the remainder of the volume stuffed to bursting with more arguments and a series of dead-end episodes that are telltale of a zombie fic, one that is narratively resolved but continues to update weekly, propelled only by the author's own creative inertia, and 80% of the book and huge chunks of the first half are just outright discarded. Like, to give you an idea of what was dropped, after Anna's car is trashed, they spend several hours lingering at a Scala while phone calls are made, there's an argument about Layla and an argument about Elena before they move to a hotel, a process that includes a beat-by-beat navigation of who is staying in which room, as though it's going to be critically important for the reader to have a sense of the geography of the hotel and how far away their bodyguards are, but then nothing happens. All they do is